Hello, and welcome to today's weekly installment of the Beaver Bunch, where I take you through a topic along with four other beavers. Same topic, different answers, sometimes. I don't know why I just did that. Whole ridiculous intro. I've had a long week, I'm tired, and I have to clean my apartment because I'm dog sitting. And clearly I need to clean for the dog that's coming to visit because I'm psychotic. Anywho, this week we're talking about everyone's favorite subject and what we get the most questions on coming out. And the question was why we felt the need to come out, and to our parents specifically, and do we think it's an important part of the process to come out? So I came out to my parents roughly 11 years ago, which is crazy that it was 11 years ago. So I came out to my parents 11 years ago, and the reason why I felt that it was important was at the time, I was still close to home. I live in New York, but I'm from Miami. I was in college, and I saw my parents a lot, and as I began to realize that I had feelings for women, and I like them in ways that straight women do not, I thought it would be wise to clue them in. Also, it felt like such a heavy, heavy burden, and such a heavy secret to hold. I couldn't do it anymore. I just couldn't physically hold it. It was causing me a lot of anxiety. It was freaking me out. So I told my parents. I told my mom first, in not the best way possible. I told her at a movie theater because I knew she wasn't going to take the news well, and thought doing it in public where she could not freak out was a good idea. It was not a good idea. I do not suggest anyone ever coming out in a movie theater to your mom. It's just not a good idea. Just learn from other people's mistakes. So I came out to my mom in a movie theater as suspected. She held it together in the theater, but when she got home, it was a whole nother story, and my mother did absolutely freak out. She yelled, she screamed, she basically said I could tolerate anything else if you came to me and you said that you were a drug addict, that you were whatever else. I could have handled that, but I don't know if I could handle this. I don't know what to do with this. And I think she just felt like she didn't know me, that I had completely changed. And actually, I'm going to link you to a video down below where it's me and my mom years later, years after coming out, where she actually talks about what she went through. And I ask her questions that you guys asked, that you guys wanted to know from a mom that did not take it well, and their kind of story and background. So I'm going to link that below because I really think it's helpful in just hearing a mom go through this process that started off really bad. Like, guys, this is why when people are like, oh, my mom is not taking this well at all, she's doing this, she's doing that, like, I know what that's like. My mom was a mess. So that was then, and now my mom is, no joke, like, queen of P-flag. I have never seen anything quite like it. Like, if there is a rainbow sticker, my mother owns it. If there is an opportunity to say that she loves her gay daughter, she says it. If there is any room for her to mention the fact that I'm gay and how much she loves me and how much she loves me being gay and how much she is just queen OP flag, my mom will do it. My mom will do it. So, I am utterly convinced that if my mom was able to turn around so drastically from, calling me names and just having such a hard, difficult time with me coming out, to my mom being so insanely awesome and helping other moms and, putting herself out there and just being such a huge part of my acceptance and my growth in this gay community that I have no doubt other moms could do it. So definitely watch that video if you're going through any of that. And, you know, if your mom is having a really tough time, send the video to your mom. I think my mom does a really good job at, you know, just kind of explaining her story. My dad took it totally fine. He was like, you are what you are, and I love you regardless. So it was definitely great to have a parent who was totally cool with it. So that did even itself out. And do I think it's an important part of the coming out process? I think that depends. That depends on if you talk to your parents, if you're close to your parents, if you see your parents often, if it is a burden for you to hold it and not tell them, you know, all those things kind of add up. So, you know, that is a very personal decision and not necessarily one that any of us could answer for you. If your soul is hurting and you need to tell them, then that's what you need to do. If you're able to be you and love you and be happy with your life without letting them know, that's cool too. So that's a case-by-case basis. Am I happy I told my parents? Of course, they're now, you know, a huge part of my life and a huge part of, you know, yeah, I couldn't imagine hiding, you know, my girlfriend or, you know, this part of who I am. So, yeah, I think for me it was super important that I did it. I'm glad I did it. Would I have loved for the experience to be totally seamless from start to finish? Of course. Am I ecstatically happy where it ended up? Yeah, and if I have to do it all over again the same way, I would do it all over again because where I ended up is truly fucking awesome. So I wouldn't trade that in for the world. And on that note, I will see you guys next week. Mwah. Bye, guys.